Hey folks, a very warm day across the valley today, but that's all going to change late tonight, early tomorrow when a cool front comes through. We've got patchy clouds now, but they're going to thicken up behind the front, and we're going to end up with much cooler temperatures, cloudy skies, maybe a little light rain and drizzle, probably nothing big rainfall-wise, but there'll be some around. If you watch how this happens, front comes in 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, it pushes on through, and behind it, cooler temperatures build in. High temperatures for the day will be right before the front gets there, and then temperatures will fall off from there into the 50s and probably spend the rest of the day there. Overnight tomorrow night, some spotty light rain, some drizzle around the area. Thursday, it stays chilly, might go down a few degrees for Thursday. We're going to have a pretty good north wind on Thursday still, and even into Friday. I think the clouds are going to stick around. Showers should taper off Friday, but the clouds stick around probably into at least part of the weekend. Rain chances are pretty good the next few days, but it's all that stuff we've seen a lot of this winter, or a little bit of this winter. The mist, the drizzle, the light rain. You could see a quarter of an inch in a couple of places over the 2.5-day period, but for the most part, it's certainly not a drought-busting rain. Friday, maybe early, some leftover stuff. By the end of the day, it should be out of here, but the clouds may stick around. Let's track the temperatures now. Here's where we are at this hour. Still 93 in the west, 71 in the east, a big contrast across the valley. Most of us are in the 80s. Overnight, we're showing upper 50s, low 60s. Really, the lows are probably going to happen during the daytime tomorrow because we'll drop overnight to these readings and then hold steady or go down during the daytime. North-northwesterly winds at about 5 to 15 miles an hour. So temperatures start the day close to 60, a little warmer in the east because the front takes longer to get there, a little cooler in the west, and then everybody falls into the 50s as the day goes on. Normal high 74. Not going to make it tomorrow unless it's there at midnight. So technically the high could be 74, but then readings will fall off behind the front. And then 54 for both Thursday and Friday for highs, with lows falling into the upper 40s. Take a look at the rest of South Texas. It's 54 in San Antonio, 61 in Del Rio, ahead of the front, 70s and 80s still. Look at the bigger picture, 53 in Dallas, 50 in Lubbock. There's kind of two pushes of cool air. This one, then a second one that'll come in on Thursday. Just kind of a reinforcing shot of cool air that will push into the valley. Clouds certainly thickening up behind the front. Pretty good band of showers across the middle part of the state. Front down here, it pushes southward tonight, and by tomorrow morning it's through. Certainly by midday tomorrow, it's off the coast. Low pressure develops right here. That often happens east of the mountains, and the mountains are back here. Sometimes it happens here, sometimes in Colorado, but we see them here quite often. Low sits there for about a day, which gives us a good northerly wind that pushes that second surge of cool air in on Thursday. So we don't warm up Friday still. We stay cool again. Then on Saturday, everything kind of reverts back. High pressure builds out to the southeastern part of the country. Wind comes back out of the southeast. Temperatures warm back up. And by Sunday, we're probably pushing 80 degrees once again. So it's about a 3-day cool down and then a warm up over the weekend. At the coast, winds out of the north to northwest, 10 to 20 knots, a moderate chop. UV is high, but that'll go down. No advisories for tomorrow, at least not yet. The high risk of rip currents there are the tides, seas running 3 to 5 feet. Your First Warn 5 AccuWeather forecast for tonight then 55, but this evening we're in the 70s all evening long. We don't drop to that until after the front comes through. And then tomorrow, again, 62, but that's pre-front. Behind the front, we drop off from there. As you look at the next 7 days, 62 and falling tomorrow, 54 for both Thursday and Friday. Lots of misty drizzle around Wednesday and Thursday. Maybe something left early Friday. Look at the Saturday. Cloudy skies, we're back to 65, and by Sunday, back to 80, and we'll be in the 80s early next week. That's your updated First Warn 5 AccuWeather forecast.